Hello there, everybody. Another Inktober video, and here was day number 28 float. And I can tell you straight away that this was one of the pictures that I wasn't actually that happy with, to be honest. When I finally finished it, I didn't really know exactly what direction to go with this one. You can see me transferring it over there. To be honest, like I quite liked my picture of the raft, the bamboo raft that he's on. I think bamboo rafts are really cool, and I quite liked. I think I did an alright job of the raft itself, but the rest of it, nah, not so much. Kind of a simplified human form stand on the top of it, which wasn't terrible, but and then you see here what I did was I mixed a sort of ink color with kind of some green, and I didn't have any blue ink left in terms of India ink, but I kind of carefully mixed a kind of bluey greeny color by using the by pouring the green into the jar that the blue paint used to be in, so that it would mix in sorry, I got distracted by a bird outside. Yeah, but it ended up not working because I just ended up accidentally just dipping my brush straight in the normal undiluted green, so fixing that was a struggle. The water ended up more green than that. But anyway, yeah, we're way past that now, Glenn. Yeah, so this is day 29 shoes, and my idea for this picture was that we'd have a kind of like Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz, except I was going to replace her ruby slippers with red Doc Martens. That was my idea, and have a sort of shot of kind of looking down at her from above, so you can see Doc Martens. But as you can see, I haven't had a lot of trouble drawing that. I kind of changed it quite a lot, and there's a lot of the changes to the sketch that I didn't actually film, to be honest, because I was just getting so fed up that I just kind of stopped filming my sketching. I eventually transferred it over onto this piece of Bristol board, but I just I wasn't sure what I was doing the whole time. I wasn't quite sure whether I was going in the right direction. But I don't think it was awful. It wasn't an awful picture. But yeah, drawn this green around as well. I mean, in the actual film, there's a green floor below her, but ended up being a little bit too dark, so I tried to lighten it with this gouache. Tried to kind of get all watery with the gouache, but it ended up very stripy, and you can sort of see the blur around her kind of thing. I don't know, just I wasn't very fond of it, but some of the other people who saw it thought it was alright, so whatever. Yeah, this is day 30, so second last day of Inktober here, and the word was ominous. I remember kind of having a lot of a fanny on, having quite a bit of a fanny on, just getting the positioning right with this, yeah, kind of brings you back to that whole question of like how much should an artist talk about their work, when I'm looking at these pictures, I'm almost kind of thinking, like, should an artist tell you like every single thing about their work, like what inspired it, what they were trying to say with their art? Is that I mean, should we just just give everything away and just tell people everything about it, or should we just like, I don't know, leave it to other people's interpretation? But then the problem with leaving it to people's interpretation is like, it gives us very little to talk about, doesn't it, when we're doing these time-lapse videos? I mean, but yeah, with this one, I think I left his hands when I was transferring over the guy in the background, because I wasn't happy with his hands. Wasn't happy with the way that his hands looked in this underdrawn, so I left them out, and as you can see, when it's been transferred, I'm drawing in his hands afterwards because I wasn't fond of his hands originally. And then I filled the background in first on this one, which isn't actually what I normally do. I usually just draw the people first and then fill in the background afterwards, which, to be honest, I guess like maybe filling in the background first is kind of what you're supposed to do, so I guess maybe I was doing what you're supposed to do with this picture, you know, filling in the background first. But I don't usually do that. But yeah, I filled in the background first with this one. And the background was with India ink, whereas everything in the foreground and pretty much everything other than that black background was Copic markers. Actually, I think one of the reasons why I decided to fill in the background first with this is because I knew I was going to try and make it really dark, you know, really dark and black, and I was worried about doing the same as I had done the day before. When I put the green background around Dorothy in the day with the shoes, I kind of felt like maybe this green background was a mistake. Maybe it was too dark, you know. So I guess I wanted to kind of be able to see the dark background while I was drawing the characters in the foreground, so that I could have a kind of you know, an ability to kind of control whether or not, well, just an ability to kind of choose the colours informed by being able to see the background, if you know what I mean. But yeah, anyway, whatever. This is day 31, so this is the last day of Inktober. Woo! Although I don't know whether I'm still celebrating, because as I'm recording this voiceover, we're on like, I mean, what's the day today? Like the oh yeah, it's the 13th of November, and it's a Friday as well. Ooh, unlucky for some. Hope it's not unlucky for me. Hope saying that hasn't somehow tempted fate. I don't know. Anyway, so this day was crawl anyway, and I remember not being. I remember having a right fanny on with the way the guy looks who's crawling, trying to get him right. And I also remember one of the buildings. I wasn't happy with the way the windows looked on one of the buildings, but I just kind of continued on. I don't know. By the time you get to the end of Inktober, you're kind of a bit knackered, to be honest. I think I had passed my peak of good drawings. Maybe like the best drawings I was doing during Inktober were sort of in the middle of Inktober, you know. I think towards the start you're still kind of getting used to it, and towards the end you're getting jaded and sort of worn out and stuff like that, you know. But I don't think this one was terrible, actually. I actually kind of like this drawing. But you know, actually, I'll be, since this is the last Inktober video that I'm gonna be uploading. I mean, why not have a dialogue? You know. Why don't you guys in the comments? Why don't you guys tell me if you can, if you can stomach every single one of my Inktober videos and kind of watch all of them, why don't you just say which drawing do you think is the best out of all of them? Which one is your favourite? Why not tell me that? And obviously, commenting on the video is good for my algorithm as well, which is cool. But yeah, there's the finished thing. And hello there.
Hello. Once again, I'm going to be speaking fairly quietly.
Yeah, go on. Stop mumbling.
It's just past 2 o'clock in the morning on November the 1st.
Just past 2 o'clock in the morning, November the 1st.
And I've just finished the last Inktober picture of the month.
That was me.
It's not the best picture in the world, but the fact is, I'm finished. Yay.
Well done. We're all proud of you.
31 drawings in 31 days.
Yep, 31 drawings in 31 days. Well done. Have a fucking Jaffa cake. So yeah, that's all my Inktober drawings finished. I mean, sorry, this picture here isn't all my Inktober drawings. This is just the highlights and the low lights at the bottom there. But this video is the last Inktober video of all my Inktober time lapses. To be honest, it's an achievement just to get them all edited together and up on YouTube, really. But yeah. So I'm going to be making different content now, and obviously, there's the usual things that you can do to help out. I'd like it if you liked it and subscribed it, just to help me out with that. Subscribe to the content, like the video, etc. Just to, help me out with that kind of sleazy kind of backroom presence, which is the YouTube algorithm, the thing that's in the background all the time, Every time you hear a YouTuber telling you to smash something, it's the YouTube algorithm. But anyway, that's the end of the video anyway. Goodbye, and have a good time. Bye-bye.